What if with just one small decision today could completely change your financial future? What if the difference between retiring comfortably and struggling with money wasn't about earning a bigger paycheck, having a perfect job, or getting lucky? What if it all came down to one simple habit that almost anyone can start? The truth is, one of the most powerful wealth building strategies doesn't require thousands of dollars or years of investing experience. It can begin with as little as $100 a month, about what many people spend on eating out, coffee, or small impulse purchases without thinking twice. Hello, I'm Blubber, and I'm just a 22-year-old guy who loves gaming and sitting around the house chilling and eating late night snacks, and sleeping on the couch farting, enjoying the luxury lifestyle, thinking I had no worries in the world. But I also had to learn the hard way to grow up and learn that wealth isn't built overnight. Thanks to my father, I was taught early how to make smart investments, think long term, and let money work for me instead of the other way around. So, welcome to Money Tips with Blubber, and on this channel, I break down investing, personal finance, and simple money strategies that anyone can understand. My goal is to show you how small financial choices made today can lead to life-changing results tomorrow. Most people believe becoming wealthy takes a huge paycheck, a lucky break, or years of special training. But what if that's not true? What if building wealth starts with one small habit that almost anyone can do? Today's report looks at a simple plan that has helped many people grow their money over time. It doesn't promise overnight riches. It doesn't depend on gambling, guessing the market, or chasing the newest trend. Instead, it focuses on something much more powerful: steady investing and giving your money time to grow. Many families work hard every week, yet they still feel like they're falling behind. Bills keep coming, prices keep rising. Every paycheck seems to disappear as soon as it arrives. For millions of people, saving money feels almost impossible. Recent financial studies show that many Americans would struggle to cover a surprise expense of just $1,000. A broken car, an emergency doctor visit, or an unexpected home repair could quickly create serious financial problems. This isn't only happening to people with low incomes. It also affects teachers, office workers, truck drivers, nurses, mechanics, and many others who work full-time every day. So why does this happen? The answer is simple. Most people have learned how to earn money. Very few have learned how to make their money work for them. Every month, the same cycle repeats. A paycheck arrives, bills get paid, shopping happens, entertainment gets purchased, the paycheck disappears. Then the process starts all over again. Year after year, nothing changes. Many people own expensive phones, newer vehicles, streaming subscriptions, and things they rarely use. On the outside, everything looks fine. Behind the scenes, savings accounts stay empty. Investment accounts never grow. Financial stress becomes normal. The biggest problem isn't income. The biggest problem is habit. Small daily spending often steals money that could have built real wealth over many years. Now imagine making one different decision. Instead of spending every extra dollar, you choose to invest just $100 each month. That amount may not seem exciting. In fact, many people spend that much on coffee, takeout meals, online shopping, or subscriptions without thinking twice. But when that same $100 is invested month after month, something remarkable begins to happen. Time becomes your greatest helper. Each dollar starts working. Then those earnings begin creating even more earnings. That process is called compound growth, and it has helped ordinary people build impressive wealth for generations. The secret isn't finding the perfect stock. The secret isn't becoming an expert trader. The secret is staying consistent. Small actions repeated over many years often produce much bigger results than large actions taken only once. Many people wait for the right time to start investing. They think they'll begin after getting a raise, after paying off debt, after buying a house, after the kids grow up. The problem is that tomorrow keeps moving farther away. Every year spent waiting is another year your money loses the chance to grow. That's why today's report isn't really about $100. It's about building a habit that can last for decades. Because wealth is usually built little by little, not all at once. It's about building wealth one step at a time. The biggest question many people ask is simple: where am I supposed to find an extra $100 every month? At first, it sounds difficult, but when you take a closer look at your spending, the answer often becomes much clearer. Think about your normal month. How many times do you stop for fast food? How often do you order delivery? How many streaming services are charging your bank account every month? How many subscriptions are quietly taking money without you even noticing? Many families spend small amounts every day without thinking about it. One coffee here, one snack there, a quick online purchase, another monthly subscription. By themselves, these purchases don't seem important, but together they can easily add up to more than $100 every month. That's money that could have been building your future instead. Here's the important part. This report is not telling you to stop enjoying life. It's asking one simple question: would you rather spend $100 today or give that same money the chance to become much more tomorrow. That's the difference between spending and investing. Spending gives you something for a short time. Investing gives your money the chance to keep growing. There are two simple ways to find that first $100. The first is by lowering your monthly bills. Many people stay with the same phone company for years without checking for a better deal. The same thing happens with internet service, car insurance, and even home insurance. Companies know that most customers never compare prices. Sometimes a short phone call can save $20, $50, or even $100 every month. That's money you never had to earn, you simply stopped wasting it. Next, take a close look at subscriptions, streaming services, music apps, fitness memberships, gaming passes, shopping clubs. Ask yourself one question: do you really use all of them? If the answer is no, you already found part of your investment money. Another place to look is everyday shopping. Buying lunch every workday may seem normal, but making lunch at home just a few days each week could save hundreds of dollars every year. The goal isn't to remove everything you enjoy. The goal is to spend with purpose. Every dollar should have a job. Some dollars pay today's bills. Other dollars should build tomorrow's wealth. Now let's look at the second option. Instead of cutting spending, you can earn more. Today's economy offers many ways to make extra income. Some people mow lawns, others sell handmade items online, some drive for delivery services after work, others babysit, tutor students, repair computers, edit videos, or walk dogs. The exact job doesn't matter. The goal is simple: create an extra $100 each month. For many people, that's only a few extra hours of work. Once that money is invested, it continues working long after you stop. That's what makes investing different from a regular paycheck. When you work for money, your income stops when you stop working. When your money is invested, it has the chance to keep growing day and night, even while you're sleeping. Many people wait because they think $100 isn't enough, but that's the wrong way to think. Every successful investor started somewhere. No one begins with millions of dollars. They begin with the first dollar, then the second, then the hundredth. The habit matters far more than the amount. Once saving becomes part of your monthly routine, increasing that amount becomes much easier. That's why the first $100 is so important. It teaches discipline, it builds confidence, and most importantly, it creates momentum. Because once you see your money starting to grow, you'll begin looking for even more ways to invest. Now comes the part that changes everything. What actually happens after you invest it? Most people think investing means watching stock prices every day. They imagine people yelling on Wall Street or spending hours looking at charts. The truth is much simpler. Long-term investing is about letting time do the heavy lifting. Think of every $100 you invest as a new employee. That employee works every single day. It doesn't ask for a day off, it doesn't call in sick, and if your investment grows, that employee earns more money for you. Then something amazing happens. The money your investment earns also starts working. Now your dollars are creating more dollars, and those new dollars begin creating even more. This is called compound growth. At first, it doesn't seem very exciting. During your first year, your account may only grow a little. Some people get discouraged because they don't see huge gains right away. But that's exactly where many people make a costly mistake. They quit too early. Building wealth is a lot like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect a giant tree tomorrow. You water it, you protect it, you give it time. Year after year, it grows stronger. Your investments work the same way. Let's look at an example. Imagine investing $100 every month. After 10 years, you would have added $12,000 from your own pocket. But thanks to investment growth, your account could be worth around $18,000. That means your money earned thousands of dollars while you simply stayed consistent. Now let's think even bigger. Imagine doing this for 40 years. You invest $100 every month without stopping. Over that time, you personally invest $48,000, but your account doesn't stop there. If your investments earn average long-term market returns, your balance could grow to more than $350,000. Read that number again. You invested less than $50,000. Yet your account could grow to over $350,000. Where did the rest come from? Time, consistency, and compound growth. This is one of the biggest secrets in investing. The longer your money stays invested, the harder it works. In the beginning, you do most of the work. Years later, your investments begin doing more work than you. That's when wealth starts growing much faster. Many people focus only on the money they put in. Successful investors focus on how long that money has to grow. That's why starting early matters. Imagine two friends. One starts investing at age 25, the other waits until 35. The second person didn't just lose 10 years, they lost 10 years of compound growth. And that's something they can never get back. Time is one of the few things money cannot buy. Every month you wait is another month your investments miss the chance to grow. That's why successful investors don't wait for perfect conditions. They simply get started. Now here's another important lesson. The stock market does not go up every single year. Some years are great, some years are disappointing, and sometimes prices fall. When that happens, many people panic. They sell everything because they're scared. History shows that patient investors usually benefit by staying invested over the long run rather than making decisions based on short term fear. Markets have faced recessions, financial crises, wars, and unexpected events. Yet, over long periods, broad stock market indexes have historically trended upward despite periods of decline. That's why successful investors focus on years, not weeks. They understand that temporary drops are part of investing. Instead of quitting, they continue adding money month after month. Because when prices fall, each $100 can often buy more shares than before. Then, when the market recovers, those extra shares may grow in value over time. This simple habit has helped many long term investors build wealth for generations. The biggest mistake isn't starting with too little, the biggest mistake is never starting at all. Now, let's talk about something even more important, your mindset. Because building wealth isn't just about how much money you make, it's about how you think about money every single day. Here's the truth, every dollar you spend is making a choice. It can either work for today or it can work for your future. Most people only think about what they can buy right now. Successful investors ask a different question: what could this money become if I invested instead? That one question changes everything. Imagine walking into a store and seeing something you want. You can buy it today, or you can invest that same money. At first, buying it feels like the better choice. You get something right away. But an investor sees something different. They see the future value of that money. That $100 isn't just $100 anymore. Given enough time, it could become several $100s, then maybe 1,000, and over many years, even more. That's how wealthy people often think. They don't only look at today's price. They look at tomorrow's opportunity. Now, this doesn't mean you should never enjoy your money. Life is meant to be lived. The goal isn't to remove all fun from your life. The goal is balance. Spend wisely today while also building a stronger tomorrow. Something else happens when people begin investing. Their confidence starts to grow. At first, they may only invest $100 each month. Then they notice their account slowly getting bigger. That success creates excitement. Instead of wondering where their money went, they start wondering how they can invest even more. Many people begin looking for ways to increase their income. Some ask for a raise, some learn new skills, others start small businesses or side jobs, not because they have to, because they want more money working for them. That's an important difference. The focus changes. Instead of working harder just to spend more, they work smarter to invest more. Then something amazing happens. As investments grow, new opportunities begin to appear. Maybe a better job becomes available. Maybe there's a chance to start a business. Maybe a great investment opportunity comes along. People with savings have choices. People living paycheck to paycheck often don't. Money doesn't just buy things, it also creates freedom. Freedom to make decisions without constant financial stress. Freedom to handle emergencies. Freedom to plan instead of panic. This is one reason many successful investors continue saving even after they reach large balances. They understand that financial security brings peace of mind. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes people make. They compare themselves to others. They see someone driving a luxury car, someone living in a huge house, someone showing off expensive vacations online, but appearances don't tell the whole story. Some people look wealthy while carrying large amounts of debt. Others live simple lives while quietly building strong investment accounts. Real wealth isn't always easy to see. It's found in growing assets, it's found in financial security, it's found in having choices. The smartest investors don't compete with their neighbors. They compete with the person they were yesterday. Can they save a little more? Can they spend a little wiser? Can they stay consistent for one more month? Those small victories add up over time, and that's exactly how wealth is built, not through one giant decision, but through thousands of smart decisions made over many years. Over the last few minutes, you've seen something that many people spend years trying to figure out. Building wealth isn't about getting lucky. It isn't about finding the next hot stock. It isn't about making one giant investment that changes your life overnight. It's about making one smart decision set over and over again. We talked about how investing just $100 every month can grow into something much larger through the power of time and compound growth. We saw why consistency almost always beats trying to perfectly time the market. We learned that markets will rise and they will fall. There will always be scary headlines, financial crises, recessions, wars, and unexpected events. But throughout history, patient investors who stayed disciplined have often been rewarded over the long run. We also talked about mindset. Every dollar you spend is making a choice. You can spend it on something that loses value tomorrow, or you can invest it in something that has the potential to grow for years. That's how successful investors think. They don't just ask, what can I buy today? They ask, what could this money become if I invested instead? We looked at the difference between people who save and invest and people who spend everything they earn. One ends up with temporary purchases, the other builds assets that continue working even while they sleep. We learned that savings create options, investing creates opportunities, and financial freedom isn't built in a single weekend. It's built one paycheck, one deposit, and one smart decision at a time. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to predict the future. You don't need to be rich to start investing. You simply need to start. Because every month you wait is time you'll never get back. Can $100 each month really change your future? The answer isn't found in luck, it isn't found in winning the lottery, and it isn't found in trying to get rich overnight. The answer is found in one word: consistency. History has shown that many people who build wealth don't do it with one giant investment. They build it one month at a time, one deposit, one paycheck, one smart decision after another. Let's take one last look at the bigger picture. Imagine two people. Both earn about the same income. Both have similar jobs. Both face the same rising prices and monthly bills. The first person spends every extra dollar. When payday comes, they buy new clothes, upgrade their phone, eat out more often, and tell themselves they'll start saving later. Years pass. Nothing changes. Every month begins with the paychecks and ends with an empty bank account. Now look at the second person. They make one simple decision. Before spending anything else, they invest $100, not because it's easy, because they understand something important. Small actions repeated over time can create life-changing results. Month after month, they stay consistent. Some months feel exciting, other months feel slow. There are times when the market rises, there are times when it falls, but they continue investing. They don't chase headlines, they don't panic, they don't try to predict tomorrow. They simply stick to the plan. Years later, the difference becomes clear. One person owns memories of things they no longer have. The other owns investments that continue working every single day. That's the real power of long-term investing. It rewards patience. It rewards discipline. And it rewards people who are willing to think years ahead instead of only thinking about today. Here's another lesson many people never realize. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to pick the next big company. You don't need to watch the stock market every hour. You don't need to understand every chart or financial report. You simply need a plan and the discipline to follow it. Many successful investors automate their monthly contributions. The money is invested before they even have a chance to spend it. That removes emotion from the process. No guessing. No worrying, no waiting for the perfect time. Because history has taught one lesson over and over again. Time in the market has often been more important than trying to perfectly time the market. Now think about your future, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Will you wish you had started today, or will you still be waiting for the perfect moment? Well, that is going to wrap it up on how $100 a month could make you rich. Most people ignore this. And remember that building wealth doesn't happen overnight. It starts with one smart decision and the discipline to stay consistent. Remember, every month you wait is time your money can't grow. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me next time for more simple investing and wealth building insights. This was Money Tips with Blubber. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.